Hi, this is Isabel Florence, and you are listening to You Are Light podcast, a safe space where we talk about mental health and well-being. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. Happy New Year. I hope you had an amazing New Year's Eve and Christmas. And if it wasn't amazing, well done for getting through it. We're going to start the year with a controversial topic. I am not a doctor, and what I share on this episode is for informational purposes only. This is not a substitute for medical advice. This is something that I have avoided talking about till now because it is so individual, because it is so triggering, because it can affect people in very profound ways, and I'm very aware of that. So, this is a trigger warning. In this episode, I will discuss weight loss, calorie counting, calorie density, restricting. So, if you feel like this can be triggering for you, if you have struggled with an eating disorder before, please exercise caution, consider skipping this episode. And if you experience distress while listening to the episode, I want you to stop and I want you to reach out for support. Our relationship to food has, I see, two facets. One is the biological experience, the science behind what is going on in our bodies. And the other facet is our psyche. It's our relationship to what we eat with an emotional aspect. It is linked to our past and our history, to our families, the difficulties that generations before us have dealt with. And I'm going to separate these two facets into two episodes. Today, I'm going to talk about the science. And I'm going to talk about things that have helped me when I felt like I was low in energy. The body that I was in at that specific time wasn't the body that I feel like it's my body. And I want to preface this in saying everybody's body's different. What you might feel as your body, the body that you feel comfortable in, will look different to mine, will weigh differently to another body that is the same height. So I don't want anything being generalized. And I want us to always be very aware of the fact that it is an individual journey. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I have the magic answer for you to shed weight in 3 days or even 30. I'm going to tell you the things that help me feel more connected to my body, the things that make me feel like I'm taking care of my body. And yes, there is a result in that when I look in the mirror, but that's for a few seconds of the day. The rest of the day is about how I feel. So I want you to focus on how you feel rather than how you look. The first thing to say about weight loss is that the longer you take to lose your weight, the better, because it will mean that you are implementing habits that are sustainable and that become your lifestyle. I am completely against having a specific diet for an X amount of days and then letting all of that go, going to the other extreme. So I want you to take your time. I want you to be kind to yourself and look at this as a lifestyle change rather than a diet or a challenge. So when it comes to weight loss, there are a few different ways that you can approach it when you go and search about it. You can restrict your calories. You can restrict the window of time that you eat. So this is, for example, intermittent fasting. And you can have a dietary restriction. For example, restricting carbs a little bit or fat, processed foods, dairy, red meat, whatever it is. The thing is that all of these have in common the fact that you end up eating less calories. And this is the most well-known way of losing weight, eating less calories. It is a lot easier than trying to burn the calories that you want to lose through exercise. I want you to ask yourself, what feels less restrictive to me? Is it letting go of processed foods? Is it counting calories and making sure you are calorie restricting? Is it deciding that you are going to skip dinner or skip breakfast? This episode is going to be all about self-reflection, like every other one, but when it comes to what you eat. I want you to reflect. I want you to be aware. We also need to talk about quality of your food, because weight loss is not only about the amount of calories that you eat, but the quality of the calories that you eat. It is proven now that if you are eating a low processed diet, it will make it easier for you to lose the weight. Because if you know what you're eating and you are eating high fiber, high protein, whole foods, lots of plants, you will feel full. You will naturally eat less calories and you will therefore lose the weight. It's also important to talk about calorie density. Some foods are very high in calories when it comes to the weight of that food. The average human stomach can hold about 4 cups of food or liquid when it's full. If you are choosing a food that is very high in calorie density, it's going to take a lot more calories for you to feel full. If you are choosing foods that are high in water, high in fiber, and therefore low in calorie density, you will feel very full by the time you hit the calories that you want to eat to lose weight. So choose low calorie density foods and eat high volume, and you won't feel like you're restricting. Another thing to consider is your gut health. When we talk about calorie quality, if you are eating a lot of sugar, the microbes in your gut are going to crave sugar. If you are eating a variety of whole plants, not only will your microbes crave more of that, but it will also affect your immune system, your energy levels, your sleep, your mental health. 95% of serotonin is produced in the gut. So to create a lifestyle where you are happy with, as a result of wanting to feel comfortable in your body, you have to look at your gut health. Try to eat fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, miso paste, tofu, all that kind of stuff. Another thing that's really important when it comes to weight loss is your hormones. Check your hormone levels and see where they're at. To regulate your hormones, you want to regulate your circadian rhythm. So you want to enjoy some natural light as soon as you wake up. You want to get your sleep right. Make sure you are sleeping enough hours and that you are going to sleep early, waking up early. Your weight and your hormones are highly influenced by your sleep. You will feel more hungry when you are not getting enough sleep or if you are not getting enough sunlight. So these are a few things to consider. Let's talk about calorie counting. This is something that can be triggering for people with eating disorders. So if you at any point feel uncomfortable, feel overwhelmed, feel obsessed with the calories that you are counting, stop. But if you don't, it can be very beneficial to understand, to become aware of what you're eating, how many calories you're eating, how much fat, protein, and carbs you are eating in your days. Again, it's awareness, self-reflection. Without the judgment, without the guilt, try to approach this process without seeing anything as your fault. You are here because you didn't have the knowledge. Now you have the knowledge, you can make changes. Simple. So first, you have to figure out your maintaining calories. So go on a few different websites. You can put on your weight and your height, and it will tell you the maintaining calories for your weight. Then you can calorie count for about a week without changing anything, just to see how many calories you're eating a day. You can also, with this practice, become aware of what your eating habits are. Are you snacking a lot? Do you eat mindlessly? Do you eat when you're bored? How much do you eat to numb your feelings? And then you can, if you want, work towards eating in a calorie deficit. By calculating or maintaining calories, you can subtract 200 calories and start from there. Another thing that calorie counting can help you with is you start to become aware of what is in your food. Reading labels is extremely beneficial. If you don't have an eating disorder, that means you will want to restrict everything. But I want you to read your labels if you don't. We easily trust packages. This is healthy, this is low fat, this is no added sugar, this is high in fiber, high in protein. Read the ingredients. The ingredients are the most important part of any label. The ingredients are listed according to quantity in the food. So if you see sugar as the second ingredient, put it down. There's a lot of sugar in there. Also, have a look at the portion sizes. Are you eating 3, 4, 5 times the recommended portion size? And thinking that you are eating the amount of fat, fiber, sugar that is in one portion size? I want you to also think of your calories like money. You've got a certain amount that you can spend in your day. What do you want to invest in? Do you want to invest in your health? Do you want to invest in your well-being, in a good night's sleep, in more years with your loved ones, in a day of feeling satisfied and feeling full, feeling taken care of by yourself? Or do you want to invest in insulin spikes and cholesterol and high blood pressure, possibly diabetes down the line, stress and anxiety, depression? All of these things are influenced by what you eat. Now I'm going to tell you a few tips. Eat high volume. Foods that contain a lot of water and a lot of fiber will make you feel satisfied. Berries, watermelon, oranges, peaches, apples, pears, melons, pineapple. All these fruits are amazing for you. They have a lot of water and a lot of fiber. When it comes to vegetables, you want to eat as much as possible. Cabbage, celery, cucumber, lettuce, broccoli, mushroom, spinach, tomatoes, squash, bell peppers, cauliflower, courgette. These are the vegetables that are high in fiber, high in water. Big volume, bulk food for a low amount of calories. If you're going to make a pasta dish, instead of just having the pasta with the creamy sauce, add a load of these vegetables in. You're probably not going to eat the same amount of pasta you would eat, the same amount of creamy sauce. Bulk your meals with vegetables and bulk your desserts with fruits. Instead of just having the cookie, have a cookie broken down into a bowl of fruit. You're still going to have the cookie. When you go out, ask for things without oil, ask for things without butter, ask for the sauce on the side. It's okay to go out. It's amazing to go out. Just try to choose the better options in the menu. Usually there's a side salad. Always order the side salad. You can add to any dish. It's going to help you feel more satisfied. You can also order the side of vegetables, mushroom, broccoli, whatever it is. Add it to your dish. Check the sauces that you eat. Check the ingredients, check the calories. A lot of the times they are very high in oils and fat and sugar. Vinegar is great. Lemon juice is amazing. Mustard, spices. Speaking of spices, I use spices in everything, not only hot meals, but my salads as well. I will sprinkle garlic powder. I have this oriental spice mix that I love, and I just sprinkle on a salad, and it's just the most amazing taste. I use cinnamon for everything sweet. If you're not feeling satiated enough, you need to eat more protein. It will make you feel fuller for longer. You can use protein powder. You can have tofu. Legumes are high in protein. Eat garlic. It has been shown to help with weight loss in controlled groups. Same thing with ginger. You can have ginger powder in a dessert, or you can make a ginger tea. Cayenne pepper is also amazing for weight loss, and cumin. If you are calorie counting, if you eat a lot of things like peanut butter, almond butter, saucy things, liquidy things, if you want to know the exact amount of calories you are using, put the container on the scale and then take out the spoonful of whatever it is. You will see exactly how many calories you are having. It's really easy to overdo it with peanut butter or almond butter, any nut butters. It's nice to be aware. It's okay to overdo it now and again, but it's important to be aware of how much you're actually eating. Because a lot of us say, I can't lose weight. It's impossible. It's not impossible. You can. These little things trick us, and make us fall off. Stop eating fried foods. They're really bad for you and the calories in them are just insane. So just let it go. You don't need fried foods. Roast something instead. Be careful with how much olive oil you are using. It's okay to use oil. Just be aware how many calories there is in a teaspoon. Look at the serving size. Are you glugging it into a pan without really realizing how much you're using? With things that are very high in calorie density, it's important to be aware because it is very easy to go over how many calories you should have in the day. Stop drinking liquid calories. It's a waste, in my opinion, of your calories. You can make amazing drinks with fresh fruit, with ginger. You can have kombucha instead, herbal teas, or just plain water. You're not a child. Drink your water. Use herbs for flavor the same way that you use spices. It's amazing to add any herb to a salad or a dish and how much it elevates it. And they're incredibly beneficial for us. When you want to snack mindlessly, and we all have those days, eat air-popped popcorn rather than crisps that are laden with salt and oil and fat. Have healthy things ready in your kitchen. So a bowl of fruit all the time. If you want a snack, just grab a piece of fruit. In your fridge, you can have grains like quinoa, brown rice. You can have prepped vegetables. You can have leafy greens already washed and ready to eat. The easier you make it for yourself, the more likely you are to eat those foods. And don't eat for 3 hours before you go to sleep. Your sleep, as I said, is incredibly important. Make sure you don't eat close to the time you go to bed because it messes up with your sleep. And it's been shown that calories that you eat in the evening will make you gain more weight than calories that you eat during the day or in the morning. Drink a lot of water. So however much water you are drinking right now, drink more, a lot more. I drink between 3 and 4 liters of water a day. Sometimes you are not hungry, you are thirsty. So make sure you're drinking enough water. It will help you with your sleep. It will help you with your energy levels. It will help you with everything that will make you feel great, happy, and not wanting to reach out to unhealthy comfort foods. Focus on your food when you're eating instead of mindlessly chucking things into your mouth while you watch TV or on your phone or working. The more mindful you are of your food, the more satiated you will feel by the end of it. And move. Whatever that means to you, whatever movement you enjoy, do it. Do it more than you are doing right now. So I've thrown a lot of tips out there. I want you to pick the ones that speak to you. I want you to try things, see if they work, and if they don't, let them go. If you are someone who needs specific rules that you can follow, here are the ones that I would suggest. Eat 200 calories less than you need. Drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day. Cut alcohol, smoking, refined sugar, and fried foods. Walk or move for at least 30 minutes every day. Don't eat for 3 hours before you go to sleep. Eat everything wholemeal instead of refined. And eat fiber and water-rich vegetables and fruits as much as you can. This has been a dense episode because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the science of weight loss. I've shared just the surface of it. I want you to always approach this with kindness for yourself, with love for your body, and let me know how it's going. Next week, we're going to talk about weight loss again, but in regards to the psychological aspect of it, our emotions connected to our food and how they can affect weight loss. All right? I love you very much. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your body. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. All the links are written down on the show notes, as well as resources for anyone struggling with their mental health. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified when we release new episodes. Also, feel free to share our podcast with your friends and family. And if you'd like to get involved, explore our content, or support our work, visit our website www.yourlight.earth. That's yourlight.earth. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at u.r.light. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.